What's up, everyone? Welcome to the first episode of Datepod. Actually, it's the second episode, and what's going to make it even more confusing, the first episode had Kevin, and so does this one.
Sure does.
How you doing, Kev?
I'm doing pretty good, man.
Thanks for coming on this date with me.
No problem. I love going on dates with you, clearly.
Yeah, we spent a lot of time together. It's weird. But Datepod is going to be a show where I interview one person on a topic of their choosing, and I may have either random points to add or random questions to throw at them whenever I so choose. So, Kevin, what is the topic we will be talking about today?
We're going to be talking about some of the craziest things out there that just blow my mind. Conspiracy theories.
That's my mind being blown.
Yeah, seriously. Because they are just... I got into a conversation in, my astronomy class the other day. As we were talking, I don't know what we were talking about, but of course they asked me about like aliens and shit all the time. And like the amount of just bullshit that just comes out of people's mouths when they're talking about conspiracy theories.
Especially high schoolers.
Yes, especially high schoolers. It's just phenomenal. Like, it's ridiculous. So,
fun question I just thought of. How many people are disappointed when they get to your class and realize that astronomy is literally like not
astrology.
Yeah, not astrology.
Not just like, let's hold hands and look at the stars and find out what zodiac we are. Probably about like half the class is disappointed every time. I literally had someone tell me that like halfway through the class. He's like, I thought this class was just going to be like talking about the zodiacs and the constellations. I didn't want to do like math. Yeah, happens way too often.
I was one of those kids.
I'm sure you were.
I was.
I would have been as well.
So naive.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah.
Anyway, aliens and conspiracy theories.
Mm-hmm. So the original conspiracy theory that you and I both share a hate for is that the Earth is flat.
Oh my God, that was actually in the original Datepod.
It was, yeah,
which you can listen to.
Yeah, it was. So we're not gonna go into like crazy in depth on that, but the Earth's not flat.
It's not.
Get over it.
Just get over it.
Get over it.
If you know somebody who thinks the Earth is flat, find the edge and throw them off.
Yeah. So I heard something the other day. I was listening to a podcast and what's his name? The twin that just came down from the International Space Station. He was on an interview and he was like, he got asked, of course, about like how often do you get encountered by flat Earth. He's just like, oh yeah, they protest like my events all the time and things like that. And he's just like, if there's this flat, like, build me a house on the edge of the Earth. That'd be the sweetest place to have a house. And I would just have like a window overlooking the edge of the Earth.
But you can't go there because that's the conspiracy.
Yeah, of course.
That the entire world is in on all of the plane routes, all of the boat trips, and everything, and you can't go to the edge. And even if you got there, it was just a dome anyway, so you couldn't even go off.
Yeah, that's right. Oh well. No, I guess it's flat.
I wonder how much B.O.B.'s Kickstarter is at to get a satellite shot up into space, which he doesn't think is possible.
Yeah, I'm going to say not even at 5% of whatever he needs.
He was at like a hot like $100, I think, when we checked the last.
Yeah, and I think like 60 of that 100 were people like, here's $5 just so you can prove yourself wrong because I don't like you. So I started looking at crazy conspiracy theories. One of the other most popular ones that I kind of glance over is, of course, the U.F.O. incidents at Roswell.
That's the classic
Conspiracy theory, I think. When everyone hears conspiracy theories, they think of that one, and they think of one other one that I'm going to bring up in a second. But first of all, I need to talk about UFOs. UFOs.
Talk about it.
UFO stands for unidentified flying object. UFO does not stand for alien spaceship.
Yes, it does. I don't
get it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's like I saw a UFO, and it was just like, oh man, where are the aliens? Show me the aliens. No, it's unidentified. It means you don't know what it is.
Next thing you're gonna tell me is that ET isn't synonymous for aliens. Did you see the movie?
I did.
Drew Barrymore doing her little kid thing with a fake alien who has a light up finger.
And the Reese's Pieces.
Yeah. Ouch.
Which I'm convinced are just little poop nuggets, but that's a whole other story.
Like real? Is that your conspiracy theory?
No. It should be. It's more viable than all of these that we're going to talk about.
I can't wait.
Sure. So my favorite one that I came across that I just told you about is and these, like, the more ridiculous they get, the more I fall in love with them / hate them at the same time. This one is that Saved by the Bell. I always mispronounce it. I always say Saved by the Bell. Saved by the Bell, the TV show, with Zach Morris and all them.
Yes.
It was a vehicle for the Illuminati.
Obviously.
Yeah, that's the theory.
I thought this was common knowledge.
Yeah. Well, I had no idea.
Most don't.
So apparently you can, the theme song, like wake up in the morning in a minute on time. I don't know the actual lyrics, but that's what it sounds like. So apparently if you play that backwards, you can supposedly hear them talking about I miss my Satan and like
I'm the Illuminati.
we're all going
I'm
to
the
hell.
Illuminati.
Yeah.
I'm the Illuminati. Watch my
Yeah.
TV show.
Yes, that's basically what it is backwards. Of course, not forced at all. I love all those backwards things. It's like if you didn't have the like lines in front of you telling you what you should be hearing, you would hear just gibberish. You'd be like, no, this is just gibberish. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. This sounds nothing like what you said.
My favorite, fake play this backwards things actually in an episode of American Dad.
Yeah.
And Haley and Klaus the fish are high, and they're talking, and Haley goes, if you play it backwards, you can hear the voice of a dead kid. And Klaus is like, oh, wait, how do you play Monopoly backwards?
That's great. That's so great. Yeah, so all those playing it backwards things are just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
I like playing songs, or like the ones who are like, if you play this song during this movie, it lines up perfectly.
Those things are cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, those match up.
I like those.
Yeah. Definitely not conspiracy theories.
No.
But still cool. For sure. The one that I just saw a video on was of the going to the moon. Another classic.
Oh, yeah, the moon landing.
The NASA didn't actually go to the moon. That they faked it. It was all on a soundstage.
Mm-hmm.
It was one of the. Have you seen the Adam Ruins Everything stuff? That
I've seen his
College
show.
Does? Yeah, so it was one of those, and it's just like the amount of lighting that it basically comes down to like. As everyone always says, it would have been easier just to go to the moon than to actually fake it, because the lighting they would need, the fact that, well, first of all, they didn't have computer graphics like we do today, and if they did, they would have had to keep all of NASA would have had to keep it secret, which is like 400,000 employees. Good luck with that. But then the lighting you would need would be like pinpoint lasers, like the size of like a 10 by 10 foot wall, when like lasers were just invented for the first time, and they were like the size of people. So I don't think you're going to be getting that anytime soon.
Good old people lasers, my favorite.
Good old people lasers. And then I forget what the other, the color photos were like the things that like blew people's mind, because like faking that would have been impossible because the lasers would have been all red and they were actually in colored. And it's just like, and then like the icing on the cake was that our landing on the moon got confirmed by foreign governments, including Australia and Russia, our rivals at the time. Like they didn't even call us out for faking it. They were like, "Yeah, you landed on the moon. Good job.
Congrats, man.
Congrats."
You guys did it.
Yeah. And people in our country are like, "No, we didn't do it. It wasn't us."
Don't congratulate us. You're just encouraging it.
Yeah. So yeah, I just love that. There's just like simple arguments like, clearly this wouldn't happen. You're an idiot. It gets to me.
I have one. It's that aliens, when we were fledgling people race, that aliens came and invented religion because we were too destructive. So they invented religion to scare us into not being as destructive.
All right.
Aliens
had to do that apparently?
Yeah, aliens came and
We
did that.
couldn't come up with that on our own?
They couldn't just come and be like, yo, guys, chill. Like, we can do this. We need to make something up that you have to believe in.
And then we're going to leave.
And then we're going to leave forever and never talk to you again.
Bye.
Hope it works.
That sounds legit.
I don't think it... In all actuality, I don't think it worked.
No.
I think
No,
there's too
clearly
much
not.
craziness.
Yeah, they didn't.
Aliens, come back.
They didn't think it all the way through.
Guys.
It helped for a little while, but then made things way worse in the end. You didn't think long-term enough, aliens. Come on. You've been around for billions of years.
They
you
didn't
can't
realize
think
how
long-term.
crazy we really were.
Oh, God, stupid aliens.
God, idiots.
Idiots.
And then, of course, the favorite that aliens made the pyramids.
Pyramids. Oh, yeah, I've seen aliens have, and I've seen dinosaurs have.
Yeah. Which one's crazier? I don't know.
I
don't really know.
I think dinosaurs is crazier.
Do you believe in aliens?
That they exist? Yeah. That they've been to Earth? No.
What are you talking about?
The universe that we can see is 13.5 billion light years in size. That's insane.
According to most people, though, light years aren't real.
Yeah, that's true. Light years aren't real. They're just the distance that light can travel in a year.
How is it a speed if it's measured in years?
Oh man, only science people will know that.
Yeah, I
joke.
really don't get it. This dinner hurts my brain. Oh God.
Yeah, but no, I think I would more readily believe if like one of those had to be true, I'd pick aliens.
Oh, I thought you were gonna go dinosaurs.
No,
I felt it. I was like, oh.
No. There's way too much scientific evidence showing that dinosaurs weren't even close to humans.
But
unless the dinosaurs built the pyramids way back on their own.
And they didn't get destroyed by meteors.
And the pyramids survived the meteor strikes, and then somehow the humans found the pyramids and shoved their pharaohs inside of them.
Get in here.
And then closed up everything again.
I don't really want to dig a hole. There's this really big building here. I could just cram them in there. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, apparently only wherever Egypt was in dinosaur time, those are the only dinosaurs that were smart enough to build pyramids.
Yeah,
the aliens probably came down and told them about religion too.
Yeah, the aliens tried to save the dinosaurs, and they almost had it until natural disasters happened.
Until this meteor came in and fucked everything up,
killed everything.
Yeah, I always love the meme of like why you want to like spend funding on NASA. It's just like dinosaurs didn't have a NASA. Look what happened to them.
That's very true. That's a really good point.
Yeah.
I wonder if anybody's actually considered that.
Yeah, I don't think so. Speaking of NASA, one of my last like quick take on this.
Your hot take?
Yeah. Have you heard of Alex Jones? He's like a radio host.
Yes.
He's the conspiracy radio
I
host.
fucking hate that guy.
Yeah, he's awful. He accused NASA of running a child slave colony on Mars.
Yeah, duh.
Like what? Like the article reads, NASA politely clarifies that it's not running a child slave colony on Mars. Like that NASA kidnapped children, figured out how to get to Mars with people before actually sending astronauts, and just sent children there to run some weird slave colony.
They hang out with the dinosaurs.
Yeah, and the aliens.
They're all on Mars. Everyone's there. That's where Michael Jackson, Tupac, Biggie, they're all on Mars. Elvis, all on Mars.
All of them were on Mars. That's it. We've cracked the code.
I fucking hate that guy. Do you ever see, there's like a video where somebody like auto-tunes his voice into like a Bon Iver song.
Oh man.
Look that video up.
Yeah,
that makes I almost cried. That's how funny I thought it was.
Oh god.
I can't believe that somebody like him exists.
Yeah, well, this is because all these conspiracy theories exist.
And then I look at Skip Bayless and it all makes sense.
Yeah, he's the exact same thing in the sports world.
Yeah, sports world.
He's the sports world conspiracy theorist.
The last conspiracy theory that I have that's often talked about, I think, are the lizard people.
Oh yeah.
The lizard people.
The classic. It's like the lizard people version of the Illuminati. It's all the same shit. It's like there's this secret group of people that's running everything.
Yeah, but these ones just happen to be lizards and people costumes.
Yeah, lizard shapeshifters.
First of all, if these lizards are in people costumes, when they're not in the costumes, they gotta be like real skinny.
Yeah. Yep.
I think it's not like every fat person.
And they got real good costumes.
Oh, they're perfect.
Real good costumes.
Best costumes in the business.
Like I want to hook up with that lizard for Halloween. Like hook me up.
Yeah,
get me a good costume.
Yeah, make me one of your like normal skin costumes, and
exactly.
I'll be a lizard people, and you can tell me I'm crazy.
Yeah. It's like trading spaces.
But there's a stat. Public polling survey: around 12 million people believe the U.S. that interstellar lizards and people suits rule our country.
12
million. Just in the United States.
And if you're taking a poll, I'm pretty sure they have to be over the age of 18.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, these are mostly adults.
Yep.
I don't.
Well, that's because kids are like, fuck that. That's stupid. No way. That's like you're an idiot, Dad.
Yeah, what are you talking about? I'm not a lizard. Like I came from somebody. How'd the lizards get here?
Yeah, no, that's just awful. That's just completely awful. I cannot believe that number is that high. 12 million?
12 million.
With an M. Million.
I prefer million.
Yeah, if that was just like 12, I'd be happy. Anything over that.
Like 12, like the number,
yeah,
like
the number 12.
12 people.
12 people. So
like a dozen.
Million. Yes, like a dozen.
Not even a baker's dozen? Like
no.
13,
yeah,
throw a 13th guy in there?
As soon as baker's dozen hits, I get pissed.
That's way too many.
Way too many people.
I'll cut it off at 12.
Yep.
All right. So, I have questions for you. I have two questions for you.
All right.
One, you're a chemist.
I am a chemist. Well, kind of.
In spirit, and then you teach it.
Yes.
So I have a question. It's a shoot, fuck, marry question.
All right.
The three people, Marie Curie, Dmitry Mendeleev, and Antoine Lavoisier.
Ah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I know. I think about these things.
Yeah, this is good.
Is it before I even wanted to do this show, I thought of this question for you. Is that awkward?
That is very awkward.
Steve, if you're listening, I got one for you. It's going to be real gross.
Ooh,
Hope you're into it.
That's good. So Marie Curie, very famous in radioactive chemistry in terms of there's her. You can go to her office and take like a Geiger counter, which is the thing that detects radioactivity. And if you like take it to her doorknob, it goes crazy. If you take it like the back of her chair, it goes crazy because she like had it all over her hands, and she would like open the door, and then her door would be like contaminated, and like she would pull her chair back by the top of the chair, and it's contaminated. So super smart girl. Mendeleev, probably my favorite scientist related to chemistry.
Didn't know that, but I'm glad he's there.
Yep, because he was basically the inventor of the periodic table. His crazy story. His life is actually insane.
I feel like most of these people are crazy.
This guy. So Dmitry Ivanovich Mendeleev. Of course, super Russian. He grew up in a family of like 12 siblings. His dad dies at a super young age, and then his like glass factory where his family gets all his money burns down. And then his mom's like, all right, you know what? We're going to rebuild it. And they all rebuild it. They start doing it again, and it burns down a second time.
That's like, that literally happens to everything. I was in Quebec this summer, and every tour I went on, they're like, here's this building built in blah, 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 burnt down, and then they rebuilt it again out of stone this time. And I'm like, well, after shit started burning down the first time, why didn't they just like start making stuff out of stone? But they kept doing wood. Every tour I went on, something burned down.
That's insane.
And it was usually more than one something. Like a couple buildings, or like the entire half of the town.
That's awesome.
Entire half of it.
Yeah. So the factory burns down a second time. His mom has so much faith in him that she decides, all right, you know what, Dmitry, I'm going to take you to the nearest college, and we're going to leave your family, leave your siblings. They're going to be fine on their own, and I'm just going to take you there. And then they rode a horse for 1,200 miles to the nearest university, and his mom just like pleaded and begged and got denied. They were like, nah, we're not taking this kid.
If it weren't for that horse, I would have never spent that year in college.
So they went another like 800 miles on horseback. Like this is I can't even do 800 miles in a car. They went on horseback in Russia.
Those horses were definitely dead. Like, they definitely had more than one horse.
Probably. And then she like pleads at this place in Moscow where his dad went, and then they're like, sure, we'll take him. And then like promptly after she dies, and he's like, all right, well, you know, I got to do something good. So he invented the periodic table, which is pretty sweet. And then Antoine Lavoisier involved in some atomic theory, which of course directly relates to the atom and things that I teach.
Yeah.
All right, so
you have to shoot, fuck, or marry one.
Shoot, fuck, marry.
Back to the fun stuff.
Yeah, sorry, that was me nerding out for a second. So I think I'm gonna shoot Antoine just because I like the other two way too much to shoot them.
Gotcha.
So Antoine's getting shot. I feel like his stuff could have been done with somebody else. I don't think he was that special. So
I read something. He's like the grandfather of modern chemistry.
Yeah, he is, along with like 7 other people.
All right.
So.
I did have 2 grandfathers growing up, so I kind of believe you.
And then I think I would. I mean, I'm gonna fuck Marie Curie and marry Dmitry Mendeleev.
Sounds like a good life to me.
Yeah, sounds like a great love.
Great love, yeah, great love.
Me and Dmitry, and me and Marie Curie.
All right, last question. Which is faker, the moon landing or the landing at Plymouth Rock? And why?
God, I want to give a meme answer, but the scientist in me can't. The landing at Plymouth Rock.
Definitely fake.
Definitely.
We
fake.
never came there.
There's no rock.
There's no rock there.
There's no rock.
What about Fraggle Rock?
Yeah, no, that's actually where they landed. They landed at Fraggle Rock.
There's lots of puppets there.
Yeah,
they were probably confused, and then they killed them.
Yeah, then they killed them with their guns and disease.
So Plymouth Rock is fake.
Yeah.
The moon's fake.
But, like, the landing was real. It's just the rock that was fake. That's what I have a problem with.
Yeah, there's no rock there.
They came and they landed, but there wasn't a giant rock. It was just the beach. Who the fuck's lands on a rock? Your ship's going to get destroyed if you land on a rock.
That's where you're wrong. They had boat rocks.
No.
Or rock boats.
Rock boats?
I don't know. Whichever one makes you believe it more.
Yeah. I believe they had flying ships and didn't have to sail at all.
All right. To summarize our date, the moon's not real.
Nope.
The Earth's flat.
Yep.
Lizards are in charge of the world.
Yes.
Saved by the Bell. was a show,
Right.
and
So the lizards that run the world created Saved by the Bell to convince everyone that the Earth isn't flat and that the moon exists.
oh wow, that was way better than mine. We're gonna end on that one. This was an episode of Datepod.
Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, it was great. I had
This
a
is a
great date.
Yeah, I
Well,
might call you again. We might do date number 3 sometime.
Yeah, we're gonna have a third date, but I'm gonna have to have some more dates first.
Yeah, one of us is gonna have to put out at that point.
Oh God, I gotta know if this love is real, so I gotta test some others first.
Sounds good.
All right,
legit.
man. Thanks for watching. If you want to hear more Topic Thunder, go to topicthunderpod.com, where you can hear the regular Topic Thunder podcast, which includes Kevin and myself and 2 other fantastic gentlemen, John
Mhm.
Ferguson and Chris Sound Candy Maurer. You can also see our YouTube videos there, and you can subscribe to all of our social medias, where we'll keep posting about our podcast, about
Definitely.
our YouTube, and more Datepod. We are out.